And this is the Ninja Legion. I'm Spider.
And I'm Blue Bomber.
And we are here with a special event coverage episode. Wow, I keep doing that.
Thing.
Well, I read a lot of comic books, so I say issue instead of episode frequently. Anywho, we're here today to talk about Super Art Fight. Woo! Blue Bomber and I went to the Super Art Fight End of Summer Beach Bash at the Auto Bar 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And it was another awesome I guess I should start by explaining to the people out there who don't know what Super Art Fight is, what Super Art Fight is. Super Art Fight is the world's greatest live art competition, as they call themselves. And the idea behind it is that they put up a big whiteboard and they have artists go head to head. They're given starting topics. They start by drawing that, and then every 5 minutes into their 25-minute bout, they have to spin the wheel of death to get a new topic and continue, adding that topic into what they draw. And at the end, you get a big crazy board like what you see there, covered, end to end in craziness and drawings, stuff. So, I love going to these things. I've been to a whole bunch of them. It's something different. It's a nice change of pace from like your standard concert. They do have musical guests that perform in between the bouts. The musical guest for this show was Radar. I was busy schmoozing during that performance, so I didn't really watch too much of the musical guest. I was out and about talking to the artists. I had my Super Art Fight book that I picked up at Baltimore Comic-Con, and I was getting some new sketches done in that. So it was just my original Ross Sucks sketch, expanded out with a Stompodon, a hideous lobster claw skull thing, a picture of Zibarin, a dog, Tito, the monkey, Red Aaron, and El Rosso Rojo. And some signatures from the artists as well. They were really cool about that. They all seemed pretty excited to draw on the book, particularly Nick and Marty, since I was wearing one of their old Dead of Summer shirts from a webcomic that they did prior to doing Super Art Fight. But anywho, I guess we'll get into the description of the show a little bit more. The first bout of the night was a tag team match. It was between Crimson Fury, which is El Russo Rojo, and the Charm City Shinobi, and versus Silent Apocalypse, which is Brian Silent but Violent Prindeville, and Daryl Apocalypse Now, who you can actually see on the picture there in the white shirt. Pretty neat. For this event, their theme was End of Summer, so everybody was given a summer starting theme for their match. My memory is not so good, so I don't remember exactly what each of the starting themes were, but went back and forth with this one quite a bit. They actually, Charm City Shinobi's shirt was taken off during the match, and they wrote on his back with the markers, which was actually pretty funny. I think there might be a picture of that somewhere in there. I'm not 100% sure.
Smooth tie or
something? It was Smooth Tie, yes. It had Smooth Tie written on his back. So the end of that one, Crimson Fury was victorious.
Mm-hmm.
Bout number 2 was a one-on-one match. It was Jamie Angry Zen Master Noguchi, one of the founders of Super Art Fight, taking on newcomer Lioness Rampant, who came out of the Super Art Fight Idol competition that they did not too long ago. And Jamie Noguchi always puts on a great performance. He's always got a ton of energy, getting the crowd hyped up, screaming, all the Wheel of Death stuff. See if we have that's from the tag team. That's from the tag team final bout there, or the tag team bout, which is the next one. But In a huge upset, Lioness Rampant was victorious, beating the veteran. Which was really exciting for her because her mom was there cheering her on, which is pretty neat. Then after those bouts, we had the performance by Radar, moving their musical guest for the day, for the event. Wow. Bleh. All right, so the big ones, the big bouts that they had were bouts 3 and 4. Bout 3 being the Super Art Fight Tag Team Championship bout. As the defending champions, Team Sexyfulness, the Baron and Duchess von Sexyful.
I think they're my favorite.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. They're very entertaining. Defending against Team America, the Commando and the Doodler. And the Doodler, you'd think just like doodle, like drawing, but it's actually the dude from...
Yeah.
Wow, my brain is drawing a complete blank right now. Why can't I remember the name of the movie? Big Lebowski. Thank you, G-Rage. Yeah, I'm brain dumb right now. Sorry about that. So the two teams. Man, I am awful today. So the championship bout ensued, and there's always all kinds of hilarity, especially when you have the Baron up there. He was dressed in more summer garb, and took his pants off and had short shorts underneath.
Yep. He often takes his hat off, and there's a tinier hat underneath. I can't get over. I don't know why.
Which is, it's very preposterous. Anytime because when they spin the Wheel of Death, you count it down from 10, and then everyone goes, Wheel of Death! Wheel of Death! Except the Baron, because he is German, so he says, Wheel of Death. Wheel of Death. So people will start chanting Wheel of Death along with the Baron von Sexyful. The cool thing with this, this was their premiere of their Sexyful t-shirt at this show. It's the pink shirt with the likeness of the Baron on it. It says, Sexyful on it. I was going to get one, but they were sold out of my size because I waited till the end. Womp womp. Yeah, it happens. I'll get one eventually. I'm actually strongly debating being the Baron for Halloween. I think it would be funny. No one would get it.
No one.
But it was a really cool match overall between the artists, both very talented teams. At one point, Team America actually asked if we wanted their pie, and then started throwing out like tasty cake pies to the audience. So we got a couple of pies.
I think I got blueberry.
And I got cherry, I think. We didn't get apple pie.
Boston cream is the best one anyway. So.
The guy standing next to us just like cracked his open immediately and just started like nomming on pie,
He
which
was
is
also a few drinks deep.
yeah, but that happens.
He was doing all sorts of things that night. But yeah, yay pie.
Yay pie, exactly. Beast Boy and Cyborg love pie, according to Teen Titans Go.
Well, who doesn't love pie?
People. Anywho, so Team Sexyfulness was victorious in defending their belts. I think it's gonna be very difficult to take them down. They're very popular and very talented, but the way they determine the winner is based off of cheers from the crowd and how much noise the crowd can make. They use a decibel reader. Nice guy Brendan Chalmers. The referee for Super Art Fight. And speaking of Brendan Chalmers, the other big thing to come out of this Super Art Fight is he's now engaged. He actually proposed to his girlfriend, now fiance, on stage in between bouts, which was pretty cool.
Just no pressure or anything.
Yeah, no pressure, just the entire, Super Art Fight crowd there watching you. So the final bout of the evening was for the Super Art Fight Championship, the single championship, not the tag championship, between Stompadon and Dr. Destructodome. Stompodon, for those who don't know, is a kaiju type character, portrayed by Kelsey Killer Whales, and comes out in full costume with the big Stompodon head, doing little dances and stuff. Stompodon entertains me so much. I just get happy and laugh every time I see Stompodon like just dancing around stage, and there's some pictures of that. I got a little video of that too, because it was a pseudo dance battle between Stompodon and Dr. Destructodome during the bout, which was a little weird, but very entertaining. And Dr. Destructodome, also known as the Scribble, wearing his mecha claw, which he had on the entire time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, on his non-dominant hand, and he used it to hold markers. And suitably Hawaiian themed as well. But again, this was a very good match. There were topics that came up in this. Is in your opponent's best day ever was one that Dr. Destructodome got, and he drew Stompodon hatching out of the egg, and just, it's all downhill from here, which is pretty mean. But in the end, Stompodon was victorious, and again, it's kind of a popularity contest.
It is.
Like, so, and Stompodon being very entertaining and a very colorful character, it's going to be hard to dethrone Stompodon. She has been holding on to the belt for over a year now. So we'll see who the next challenger is, and if Stompodon can be taken down, they might have to bring in another kaiju monster like Mikonga or Grodd. Mikonga and Grodd gave out pizza.
They did.
Yeah, they weren't participating, but they came out and gave pizza to the crowd.
And all the pizza plates had something against Dr. Destructodome on them.
Yeah, they did. They had like a little target thing to hold up for Destructodome. So it was pretty entertaining. Yeah, so all in all, it was a great show. It was a lot of fun to go to. I'm looking forward to the next Super Art fight. They've been doing conventions over the last couple of weeks. They were in AwesomeCon in Indy, and they also made their debut in Brooklyn. That was last weekend. AwesomeCon was this weekend. And they were doing something with College Humor. Was the thing they were doing in Brooklyn. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's coming up. That's November. My bad. I've been seeing all the posts, and it's been throwing me off. There were a lot of posts lately. Anyway, there is another Super Art fight coming up in the Baltimore, D.C. area at the Black Cat in D.C., which is actually where Blue Bomber saw her first art fight.
Yeah, if you don't count Free Comic Book Day.
Well, first proper art fight, not... Yeah. The first actual Super Art fight event, to be specific.
Okay.
It's December 6th, I believe. I'll come back. I'll get a clarification on the date, but it's the beginning of December. It's in DC at the Black Cat once again. So if you get a chance, come check it out. I highly suggest it. Tickets are like $15, so it's not really expensive. It's a great night out. The artists are all super cool. You can talk to them after the show. They'll get them to sign things. Sometimes they throw things out to the crowd. They've always got T-shirts for sale. They have their Super Art Fight book, which I suggest checking out as well. And they will do doodles in the back for you if you buy the book. I'm working on getting all of mine, being the Pokemon guy that I am. Note the Bulbasaur shirt. I got to get them all. So next show, get a few more, work on the list. But yeah, I think that just about does it for Super Art Fight. Thanks for watching. I'm Spider.
I'm Blue Bomber.
And we'll see you next time.